All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday, everyone. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all good. Everyone see me and hear me all clearly. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope everyone's had a good week in the markets. We've got through another week. Gold's been on a crazy run here in Asia today as well. You guys on YouTube, welcome back. If anyone's new here, my name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. Mainly focus on gold here in the European session. We will have a look at all markets this morning for you guys. Audio and video good. Awesome. Beautiful. Welcome back, everyone. We had a great trade on stream yesterday, and we will see if we see what we get here today. I am looking for some gold buys today. We took some great gold buys yesterday on our London stream. And I am looking for some buys here today. Let me just move this over here. Let me turn this down a little bit. But yeah, gold ended up having a very nice run yesterday, guys. You had a beautiful run yesterday. These are the buys that we took here on our London stream, and then gold ended up having a phenomenal move higher. What we were talking about yesterday is price coming up to liquidate some major points on this trend line. So we said we had this trend line coming down here. You guys in the London session yesterday, remember we were talking about a lot of people trying to jump in shorts here. Where do they sit their stop? Just above this previous high. And that's where gold loves to liquidate. So there was an amazing push up yesterday on gold. You came up, tagged the highs of the third touch of this trend line. And then you've had a pretty strong sell-off here today in Asia, which I wasn't really looking for, to be honest. I've been looking for longs today. I've been looking for some longs today. I'll show you guys why. So basically yesterday we had this amazing bullish closure. If you guys remember what we've been pretty much saying all week, how we're kind of looking for gold to hold this big massive inverse head and shoulders, and then exactly the same thing that we just spoke about, price to come up and liquidate some of this trend line. So I was actually looking today, which I kind of still am, although it's pretty steep now, but I was basically looking today and going, okay, cool. Well, this daily here yesterday grabbed lows and closed nice and bullish. So I'm basically anticipating that this day is going to be one big bottom wick like this. And this body can potentially come all the way back up into 3,400. That's essentially how I've been anticipating this candle this morning. To come back up into these major resistance levels and come and squeeze some of this trend line. Oh, my screen's frozen. Sorry, Zoom guys. Sorry, my bad. Let me, Sorry, guys, I just saw that. Should be able to... Can you guys see it now? Yeah, cool. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm basically looking for this daily candle. For this to... I mean, it's pretty steep right now, but I'm essentially anticipating that this is going to be one big bottom wick on the daily, and we're going to see if we can start to flip back up and come up and test 3,400. We held 3,300 very well. So my next level in between that, let's just do some clean analysis here, guys. I'm watching gold on the on my bottom chart here, so I kind of want to see how this is going to close. So our key levels for the day, the levels that we have been talking about all week, is we had that amazing bounce yesterday off 3,300. The screen's fine. You guys can see it on Zoom fine, right? It's how it always is. Yeah, the guys on Zoom, you guys can see the screen fine? Yeah, all good. Yeah, cool. It's completely fine, man. So key levels here, 3,300. And we also have 3,350. And then back above 3,350, guys, we've got 3,400. These are the round psychological levels that I watch on gold, between the hundreds and the 50s. So I am trying to see... well, what's interesting yesterday, although you did grab the lows and close nice and bullish, you also did grab the previous day high and kind of failed to also close above, which I thought was kind of interesting. So it's not really too surprising to see us in this kind of overall range. But I really like these highs from last Friday. Because if we remember, you know, last week we did close bullish. Last week closed bullish. I know it's kind of hard to picture it right now with how strange this weekly candle's looking. But, you know, end of the week, Friday, could we see that big move, and could this be holding some major support? Which on the 4-hour, you know, this is a big level. This is a huge level here on the 4-hour. Massive, massive support. And again, very similar to what we're speaking about on the daily time frame. It's almost the exact same thing, right? Here's our left shoulder, here's our head, here's our potential right shoulder for this to see if we can get a big breakout here. So I'll stop rabbiting on, guys, because I'm trying to see if we can get these longs. We may have some longs here in a second. I'm probably going to go micros because I think the stops are going to be quite big. Yeah, 65. I'm trying to see if we can run this up for a really big play here. We did just have this strong 30-minute close back, like bearish. But to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if this is a hourly liquidity grab before potentially going higher. You know, I look at this hourly right now and I go, cool. We're holding very nice support here. And if you can start breaking back higher, I wouldn't be too surprised to see gold come up and fill this Asia range. So I am looking for some longs here, guys. Let me drop down to the 5-minute. Now, I may trade micros here because if I'm looking at this position, I'm trying to play this for more of a bigger trade, and my stops are going to be quite large, which are going to be, you know, what's that, about 70 ticks? I mean, one contract, $700 is not bad, but I don't really want to be risking $700 on the final day of the month. So if we can get these buys, I'm going to look to see if we can either get it for micros or maybe a refined entry if we can get a bit of a pullback. But yeah, I like gold to fill back up into 33.50. There was some buys here in the Asian session here. This was my liquidity level here for price to come up and tap in these highs and come much higher. So great buy there in Asia today. What you hit highs about 100 ticks before then, came all the way back lower. For me, yeah, personally, I'm trying to, you know, I wouldn't mind holding this trade into a potential daily flip. I say potential because, you know, we are trapped in between 33.50 and 3300. But yeah, to me, this daily looks like we want to break back higher. So we'll see. We'll see. What we got? We got the first. We got 20 minutes until the London Open. We're gonna get this 15-minute close in about 3 minutes, and then we'll see if we can. We'll see if we can get this. Already in the longs, yeah. Last 30-minute felt like a trap. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I think in the same. I was kind of looking at this hourly and you're going, okay, cool. This hourly grabbed the lows and closed bullish. So, I mean, in normal markets, you'd be good enough to push from here. But yeah, to me, this is a potential big hourly liquidity grab before breaking back higher. You know, even taking it from here, risking off here, about 74 ticks. So yeah, 74 ticks is quite large. So I'm going to, let me see. It depends on stops. Let me see. Are we expecting some high volatility on the US session today? Let me just see. Do we have any news today? Yes, we do. We got Canadian dollar GDP, and we also have core PCE price index. So yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised to see some big volume. Let's see how this 15 minutes going to close here, guys, because I may get long here. I may get long. You know, even playing price back up into these levels. Ideally, I want to, you know, break it back and squeeze higher. But on any bottom weight from there, it's a 100-tick range. Very, very nice. So let's see. I did trade Asia today. I just traded on a combine. I passed this 150k combine, which is cool. So I'll be able to have this in the background, which will be nice. But yeah, final trading day of the month, guys. So, you know, you don't want to ruin a month. You don't want to ruin your good month by trying to go all in on a Friday. But yeah, I am looking for some trades today. Yeah, PCE plus end of the month. Yeah, absolutely, Coach Shoop. Yeah, end of the month. So, like I say, guys, you don't want to ruin your month by trying to go all in on a Friday. It's not to say you can't trade today, but you know, expect some high volatility moves. You know, if you've had a great month, don't be afraid to be like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself to a long weekend. We took about, what, 1.4 thousand yesterday on stream. So if we get another trade here today, fantastic. But if not, you know, great month. Very, very good month. You guys probably saw my Instagram story. I have taken 7 payouts from Topstep this month, which has been very nice. Very, very nice. April and May have been probably 2 of my best months of the year. There's just been so much volume and so many opportunities. Hey Harry, what's going on, man? So we're grabbing previous 15 highs. Let's see here. We may wait for the London Open here, guys. We may wait for the London Open. I do like these. I do like these longs. 15's grabbing the highs, kind of holding a little bit of resistance. Like I say, guys, if I do trade today, I'm probably going to trade micros. I don't want to risk $600 here. And this account's been growing nicely as well. Very, very nice. See, that looks huge. It's got about 5.5 in this account. 61. I don't know why that says that. Yeah, flip of the 30 looks good. Let's see. 15 coming down for a instant bottom wick here. Could we take the break of this high? Let me see here, guys. I'm gonna go to micros. Let's have a look. So just grab the highs, holding resistance. Coming down for an instant bottom wick. How's the hourly looking? Let me see. How's that hourly looking? Locked in 8 green days, only 400 from passing. Nice. Beautiful work, man. Beautiful work. I mean, the hourly's still looking pretty bearish. I kind of look at this 15, I go, well, you know, if this 15 can re-break higher, this could be nice. But I look at that hourly and I go, it's not quite ready. Not quite ready. Let me see. How's that 30-minute looking? Yeah, I think I'd be more comfortable waiting for 30-minute fake out bias here, guys. I think if this 30-minute can get back above, that'll be nice. You know, you can take this 15 flip if you want to. I'm going to wait for the hourly close. Stops below that 15 low and you're trying to play this up, you know, back up into these areas. I'm personally going to wait for the 30-minute close. And we'll also have the London Open here as well. Yeah, we'll have a look at NQ as well. Have a look at some other markets. Have a look at NQ. We'll have a look at crude. I know NQ did have some pretty crazy spikes yesterday. Where was it? Gold's got time here, guys. These are the levels from. Where was this? Was this all yesterday? Wow, look at this! Is a big move. I didn't realize it was that big of a move. I didn't trade the New York session yesterday, so wow, what a move! How was that? How was that daily close? Wow, look at that! What a wick to the highs, guys. That is massive. Let's get rid of all this. Huge wick to the highs there. Could we be coming down for a pullback into 2100? Have a quick, you know, I very rarely look at the monthly, but given the fact that it is the last trade, is it last? Yeah, last trading date of the month. Let's have a quick look. I think we're pretty strong still. Yeah, pretty strong still. This is, you know, this is that morning star play that we talk about, 3-bar reversal that Dakota calls it, on the monthly, which is huge. So this monthly is looking very, very, very strong. So next month, potential bottom wick back down into 2100 before, you know, maybe squeezing back up to some highs. That is a very, very good month for the stocks. Daily close, though, I would imagine today's going to probably be a little bit choppy. That's why I say to you guys, you know, you don't want to, let me just have a quick look at gold. You don't want to ruin a good month by trying to force too many trades on the last day of the month. But that's a massive, massive wick to some very significant levels. Let's change this to 100%. Did Dakota get any trades today on stream? I wasn't able to tune into slow markets. Did Dakota get any trades today? Anyone know? I wasn't able to make it today. Yeah, that's a big wick of the highs there on NQ, holding some massive resistance. So, you know, today pushing it down into day lows is nice. But look where we're at. You know, daily is still at major support and major resistance. So two very, very big areas. Let's have a look at the 4 hour here. Gold 15 starting to break high, guys. Like I said, I'm going to wait for the London Open here on gold. 4 hour here on NQ. Looks like you may pull back up into this sort of head and shoulders. Dakota didn't get a trade. I didn't. Oh, he did get a buy. Wait, he did. I didn't watch it. You kind of see, look, massive resistance here. Potential for NQ to have a bit of a pullback up into these levels before potentially squeezing lower. Nah, very different, man. Very different. He did. Short and NQ. Yeah, nice. Got short and NQ. Nice. There you go. Very nice. Where was the short? Like from where was Asia? Here. This is the 4 hour as well. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think very similar, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I know he uses them. 15 starting to break back high here on gold, guys. 15 breaking back higher. Let me have a look here. How long we got? We got 10 minutes until this hourly close here on gold. Where was that Asia? So Asia, little squeeze down here, coming into some big support. Now I would be watching NQ4. Again, this is a little bit of a tough range. I think gold's going to be nicer, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, use much lower. Yep. If you want to take a pullback on NQ, which is risky after yesterday's wick, I would say closures back above, what's this, 365, to see if you can get some retracement plays here. Otherwise, for me personally, this would be my no trade range. I wouldn't want to get caught up in here. If you close below, you know, you could get some decent shorts down into 21,200 for a potential pullback. But this range here would be my no trade range. Gold having a nice squeeze here, guys. If you guys are looking at that 15-minute flip, where was that 15-minute flip we spoke about? I'm personally going to wait for the hourly close, but that's what we're talking about here. Yeah, I've been uptrend since the love. Yeah, it's been in a huge uptrend. Yeah, it's the first time we've seen such a massive wick rejection. How's the monthly looking on gold? I think the monthly is probably going to close a little bit doji on gold. Yeah, a little bit doji on gold, which is, you know, not really a surprise after we have been on, you know, an absolutely incredible run this year. Well, look at that fake out buys in October. Look at that, huge. Wait, where are we? 25. Look how much we've done over the past years. Here, huge run. So it looks like, well, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be the potential first time the monthlies actually started to show some signs of slowing down. If you guys are already in these longs, these highs will be a good management point. I want to see how this 15 is going to close. Yeah, the portable screens are amazing, man. Yep. Yeah, I got the Alzo board, man. Yeah, portable screens are amazing. I take them everywhere when I travel. I got a portable screen where it like flips up as well. I can't remember what that one's called. I take these when I go traveling everywhere. I can't remember what the one is that it doubles up. Yeah, I did a video on it. I can't remember what it was called. I haven't used that one in a while, but that one, it will be when I go traveling again. That'll be the one I'll take with me. Yeah, here it is. This is the one that I take pretty much everywhere with me. This one. It's really good. It's really nice because it just like literally just, it's just a, you just plug it in with USB-C and it's actually a really good size as well. That's the one I take with me everywhere, yeah. Or you can just use the Alzo ones, yeah, which is just one, which is more than enough as well. Good thing about the Alzo ones is it's really, really light. But yeah, I like them ones. Let me see. Where are we? Goldie having a nice squeeze here. Did anyone take that 15 flip? Or are you guys waiting for the hourly as well? London open in about 6 minutes, guys. That could have been worth a shot on that 15. You're in. Nice, man. Nice. I'm waiting. Yep. Took half position. Nice. Up 33 ticks. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, if you did take that 15, you're probably already managing risk, to be honest. You wouldn't want to see this candle come back down, so you'll probably break even. As soon as we get this 15 closed in the bottom wick, as long as I don't grab these highs, I'm going to look for a long here on gold. What's that? On that 15 flip. Yeah, what, 50 ticks already? Trying to see if you can squeeze up for about 120. A lot of you guys are in it. Nice. Yeah, beautiful. 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 2 micros from 33.20. Yeah, 33. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. A lot of you guys are in the longs. I thought we were waiting together. What's going on? I thought we were in this together. Just me and you, yeah. Just me and you, man. We'll get them back. But yeah, it was worth a shot. I was just kind of happy to wait for this hourly close, which I'm still going to do. As soon as we get this hourly, look at this hourly, guys. If this flips bullish, you're going to have a really big drive here. Remember, the whole idea for this trade is this daily to flip bullish and come back up into 33.50 and much higher. You know, whether we want to hold that much, you know, we'll see. But I think at least up into this previous breakout level is pretty nice. And if you break back above this, you know, you got 33.50 pretty quick. Just hit on personal. Nice, not going to too trigger, but yeah. Yeah, well, say yeah. Send me my cut. If you could send me my cut, that'd be great. Don't forget the T's and C's. Always read the fine print of these streams. Yeah, I gave the signal, you executed. Yeah, I guess so. Nice. I mean, you know, what we want to see here is, you know, this is what we want to see. This is confirming the move for us. Yeah, it's okay to take them anticipation trades. Yeah, 4 hours flipping as well. So we want to see, potentially, as long as we hold around here, next hourly, quick bottom wick, and then we want to take it. It's looking nice, though. It's looking nice. These highs here will be a nice target. If we start rejecting from here, that's the monthly flipping, really. Let's have a look. Yeah, wow, where's the monthly? The monthly is at, let's mark that on. Yeah, there. Oh, yeah, right, yeah, right there, yep. Nice. Really nice squeeze there. Lovely push there, guys, lovely push. Yeah, only take monthly flips, yeah. How do you calculate positions on gold? Gold moves at $10 per tick per contract. So if you trade one contract on gold, you're in these buys, you're running about $570. If your stops were below these lows, you'd be risking about $50. So $500 at one contract. If you want to trade 5 micros, you'd be risking about $250. So yeah, gold moves at $10 per tick. And the micros are a tenth of that. Can you check silver? Yep, absolutely, man. We're going to get, let me just have a, what we got? 2 minutes. Yeah, cool. We got 2 minutes till this London Open. We can have a quick look at silver. Let's have a look. Let's do a bit of top. I haven't looked at silver in a while, so let's make sure I've got nothing on the chart. Let's do some fresh analysis here on silver. Weekly is a pretty aggressive range. You do have some nice highs sitting above here at 34. Let's actually put that on as a key. I haven't got to London Open. 2 minutes. 34. Nice key psychological level. Change that to 50. If I can get it. Oh, careful. There we go. You also have some nice liquidity up here. You had last week closing bullish as well. Kind of similar to gold. You know, last week closed bullish. You're holding a big level. You're trying to see if you can start to break back higher. No, I don't trade GU, man. I can look at it for you, though, but I don't trade it. I can pound futures. Just goldy for me, personally, man. I have traded it a long time ago. I don't find it gives anything cleaner than gold, though. But we can definitely have a look at it. Yesterday on silver, what did we do? We held massive support. We closed bullish. We also found resistance. So although we did find support, we also can't ignore that we did find resistance. Kind of very similar to gold. You know, we tagged the lows and closed bullish, but we also tagged the highs and held resistance. So a bit of a daily range on silver. What's nice is you do have a trend line coming down here as well. So you probably get a lot of people trying to short this, similar to gold. You see if you can squeeze that trend line. Goldie's getting a really nice push here, guys. Good job to you guys who got that 15 flip. Having a really, really nice push. I want to see how this Owlie's going to close. Yeah, Owlie's looking good here, guys. In 1 minute, it might have some, may have some gold longs. Yeah, silver to me is looking like you could see a break back to the upside. Very similar to gold. More so with silver, you're kind of back down at this major level. So if you close back above here in 40 seconds, yeah, silver breakout buys look really nice. Let's get ready for this gold play, guys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let me drop down to the 5 minute. 15 pushing. Beautiful. Look at that. Grab below, close bullish. That actually would have been a nicer trade. We've got some liquidity sitting above for anywhere below these 5 lows, or about 50 to 80 ticks, which is nice. So let's see, guys. We want to see this hourly, which is about to close, holding support beautifully. Same as the 4 hour, same as the daily. 30 minute about to close with a fake out confirmation. 15 also breaking back higher. So longs to me look good. If I want to get long here on gold, guys, I want to get long below this 5 minute low. So I want to see this hourly open. Nice bottom wick and see if we can get long here. I might put bias up here in a second because it might just drive quite quick. Yeah, I'm putting a buy on the break of this high here. Yeah, cool. I'm trying to play it back up into this 333. That's a lot of threes. So Owlie's open, coming down for an instant bottom wick, which is nice. See here, huge rejection, holding support. Coming down for a instant bottom wick. Nice 15-minute breakout as well. So if this 15 can re-break its high, we can get a nice drive. If it does just close back bearish, that's fine. You can just cancel the buy stop. 30-minute. Yeah, huge fake out there, guys. Huge fake out. Look at that. Coming down for a nice support. It's not even a bad place to mark execute now. The reason I'm not mark executing and putting in a buy stop is because I also can't ignore that we have been bullish, bearish, bullish. So I'd rather put in the buy stop. If it doesn't flip bullish, I won't get tagged in. No loss, no problem. If it closes back below, I'll just cancel my buy stop. But yeah, I'm having a buy stop on the break of this hourly 30-minute 15 and 5. If we do close back below, guys, like I say, I'll just cancel the buy stop straight away. No flip, no loss. No flip, no loss. This is a steep bottom wick again. Gold is been a pretty up and down range here. How much? Wow, look at this bottom wick, guys. Look at this. London Open 52 ticks now. Let's wait. Let's wait, guys. No flip, no loss. Let's wait. That's a steep bottom wick. Could that again be a pre-London trap? We're getting some pretty wild price action here. But again, guys, that's why, you know, like you saw us yesterday, that's why I like to use the stop orders. Because if I use a buy stop, same as yesterday, guys. Remember with the longs we took yesterday? Where was the longs we took? Where did we take longs yesterday? Here? Was this our longs here? Where did we take longs yesterday? What was the date? Yeah, here. We got long here yesterday up into these highs here. And it was the same thing. As this candle was creating the bottom wick, we put in the buy stop. If this candle had just continued pushing down, you just cancel the buy stop. But the candle flipped up, tied us in with volume and pushed. So same thing here as well, guys. You put in the buy stop like this. You go here, I go buy stop. If the candle doesn't flip bullish and you get something like this, I go, okay, cool, let me just cancel the buy stop and wait. If it doesn't flip bullish and tag me in, then there's no loss. And it does something like this, and you go, okay, cool, fine, I'm happy to wait. Could you be coming all the way down for these lows now? That's a steep bottom wick there, guys. Yeah, good break even if you guys did take that break even. If you guys did take that 15-minute buy, good break even. Yeah, lagging the roll of maybe some of those price action. Yeah. Getting some big ranges here on gold, guys. Remember, these ranges, you know, not only are you getting a range here on gold, from the highs to the lows, this is a 150 tick range. This is a very big range here, guys. Yeah, tap it into previous 15-minute lows here. If we're going to hold anywhere, it would have to be this previous 15 low. But again, if I want to go long, it's once we break this high. If we don't break this high and we keep ranging, that's fine. I'm happy to wait. Did NQ have a big move up there as well? Let's have a look. Trying to. I don't really like the NQ range here. NQ kind of closed back into the range. If it grabs the lows and breaks out, NQ buys maybe towards 9 a.m. could be nice, or maybe 8:30. Yeah, it could go either way, man, 100%. Let's have a look at... Gold's got some time here. If gold 15 looks like it's going to wick back above 3,300, I'll just start taking it, but let's see. What we got here on... Oh, look at this. Huge trend line here on copper. How did copper close yesterday? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Daily close on copper. Kind of closing back into the range. Very brief look at the monthly. Pretty indecisive. Bullish, bearish. Been a pretty crazy week on yeah, no top wick on the hourly. Yeah, exactly. So if we break higher, great. If not, you know, we're happy to wait. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if it does, and this is just a big liquidity wick again. But we'll see. Weekly here on copper broke back above 475. Aggressively coming back below. So you can kind of even see, even on copper, you know, we tried to break out of this massive range. We closed above, and now we've closed back into the range. So could copper be coming back down to the lows of the range again? Maybe. Again, you know, the thing is with copper, we had nice buys into, I think we had this liquidity level. But anywhere in this area, you don't want to think too much. Try not to think too much when you see, like I look at this on copper and I go, okay, cool. You had a nice breakout here, you closed back into the range. Last time you were in this range, this is the, you know, these are the areas where not only do people lose a lot of money, but this is the areas that send people on tilt. If I trade and I get caught in this range, that is a tilt trigger for me. So that is a probably a good reason to be very cautious even on copper. So copper, I personally wouldn't have any interest of. Interested in a long after a liquidity grab below 32.90. Yeah, potentially, man. Yeah, if you grab them lows and fake out, definitely. Yep. I like that, man. But it's going to be interesting to see on gold, you know. Like I say, you know, I don't think we're going to get a... Again, it depends. It depends. Like, are we gonna get a huge? I mean, we could. It's, you know, it's month end. You got core PCE price index at 1:30 London time. So, I mean, yeah, you could get some big moves today. And you guys who weren't on stream yesterday, go back and watch yesterday's stream. There's a fantastic buy here, and there was actually a great buy here at 11 a.m. London time. Once this candle came down, grabbed the lows, our next liquidity level was all the way back up here, and that was a huge run yesterday on gold. And that's why I'm kind of, you know, that's the reason I'm looking for longs here on gold. Because to me, this is one big, let's just draw it properly. This is one big area that if we can hold, you know, there is a lot of upside range. Whether it does it today or it does it into next week, I don't really mind. But it's an area I want to be looking for some big plays. Institutions watching the streams and driving price down on the hour, I know. They were with us yesterday. They were playing along with us yesterday, but today they're like, nah, no way. Let me have a look at the 4 hour here on the futures. Yeah, not bad. It's not bad. You need to keep dropping out of Zoom? Is it right for you guys? Yeah, definitely, Ben. Yep, I would, man. Especially because you're grabbing the 15 lows. It's a big if, but if it did, yeah, definitely, I would look for that, man. I'd have to drop down to the 5 minute for more of a valid stop, but yeah, definitely, I would look for that. That's what I'm kind of anticipating here. You know, if we do start to wick back up, maybe we get a 15-minute fake out buy, for example. You know, you have a nice little trend line coming down as well. A lot of people trying to short. But yeah, I personally wouldn't buy it until on this hourly, it looks like we're going to wick back above. So right now, this hourly is looking like this. So if this 15 minute starts to wick back above, then I'm going to anticipate that this hourly is going to start to come up like this. And then it's going to start to leave this big rejection like this. And then that's when I'm going to be ready, like, okay, cool. Now this hourly is potentially going to re-break back high and see if we can get this drive. And it will look something like that. So yeah, definitely if we can break back above here, great. If not, I don't want to get caught in the range. But if the hourly, you know, by the time we do close, we start to form something like this, yeah, that would be great. So yeah, any signs of, 50-minute fake out back above here? Absolutely. If not, I don't want to get caught in this range, guys, because I mean, one candle can change everything. That's the good thing about the way that we trade. We could wait half an hour and then one candle can change and, we could be in. But this is a really big range. And if you don't understand how big this range actually is, you could get wiped out pretty quick. Like I say, guys, this is a 150 tick range. At one contract, that's 1,500 ticks. That's a very, very big range to be on the wrong side of, which is kind of how we should always be thinking. It's always, we kind of always get drawn to the fact of like, oh, like this is a huge range. I could make a lot of money, but the first thing I think of is like, wow, I could also lose a lot in here, which I don't want to do on a Friday. 4 hours now, trying to come back bearish. Yep. One candle can change your life, yeah, for the good and the worse. Hey, Mikey. London's been open for about 9 minutes, man. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. But yeah, this is it's a huge area where, if I wanted a short gold today, I would have to see a very strong closure below, like, let's say 33.15, and I'd short it down into 3,300. But I would have to see a strong closure, at least an hourly. Because right now, this is why, we were looking at longs from this area. I mean, the initial bounce here gave 130 ticks. Like, that's huge. But yeah, we got time here, guys. We got time. We got plenty of time. Not trading is also trading, guys. Any one single candle can change everything for us. Not trading is also trading. Although we're being patient, we're also not losing money. We had a great trade yesterday, like 1.4 thousand. If we get some today, amazing. I guess if you want on stream, you would set alerts. Yeah, 100%, Harry. I'd probably have an alert, let's say, around like 33.23 to see if it's going to flip bullish, and then look to see if I can get a buy on the break of the high. And to the downside, I wouldn't really have any alerts because I'm not really looking for shorts. I'd maybe, if I wanted to see some downside, I'd probably just come back at like 9 a.m. for example. But right now, yeah, if I wasn't on here with you guys, yeah, maybe I'll just set some alerts around here. If it starts to break back, then I'm like, okay, cool, we're breaking back above. I can look to get a trade. Just messed up my week with that London Open. Hey, it happens, man. It happens. That's just what I'm saying. You have to reduce the risk in these big ranges. Because you don't want to ruin your week or ruin your month by trying to force a trade on a Friday, man. Not that you can't trade Fridays. Like, Fridays are as good as any other day for me. But on a Friday, on the last day of the month, with some big news later on, yeah, you got to be a little bit more cautious. Which, if you've had a great week, sometimes be okay with reducing your size. You don't have to go in full size all the time as well. But more importantly, man, lock yourself out. Next week's a new week, man. As long as you haven't ruined your month, next week's a new week. These markets are going to be here, man. Yeah, I like that. When I take no trades, I take a fun little risk reward drawn trade. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Draw up as a little forward test. Yep, that's good. I like that. Sit on my hands. Yeah, yep. So easy to get back gains in this range, man. 100%. And like I say, if you zoom out and you go, oh, gold's in a range, I can trade this range. It's like, look at this 30-minute price action here, guys. That's why I was putting in a buy stop and not taking a retest entry. Bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. No bottom wick. Yeah, it looks like London does want these lows, man. I agree. The thing is, if you break these, like, could we be coming all the way back down to 3,300? If we do, look at this daily, guys. Look at this. 3,300 is that big support level that we were buying off yesterday. That's where we got long yesterday. We got long off the daily, anticipating the daily would hold this. So could we be coming back down there? Maybe. The only thing for me with sells is, yeah, they go coming straight for the lows. Look at that, guys. What a rip there. Wowee. Again, guys, this is just as an example, and this is why I love to use the buy stops. Yeah, look at that coming right for the lows there now. If we start breaking back above, could we come all the way to the highs? Yeah, what a push. But this is why I love to use the buy stops, guys. Because if you put the buy stop here, I almost pressed buy, and price just rips down and this is one big fake out, you just cancel the order and wait. That's the good thing about trading these momentum trades. Yeah, what a push. Really, really, really big clean. Really clean push. Keeping a paper account on the side to use as a punching bag for your bad impulse trades can help you avoid sabotaging your real accounts. Yeah, 100%. I like that, Craig. I like that, man. I know. Could the hourly come all the way back up for a top wick now? We know what gold loves to do, guys. Could this be a liquidity grab to the lows? Do you start re-breaking back higher? Don't write anything off the cards with gold. It's very possible. For me personally, I'm still going to be waiting for a closure above here. You know, I want to trade what's right in front of me. What's right in front of me right now is price closing bearish. So if I do want to see longs up into 3330 and, you know, 3333, too many threes, I still want a closure back above. Yeah, or back testing, yeah. Oh, yeah, even some forward testing, you know, like when the markets are kind of quiet, yeah. Like you guys mentioned, you know, sometimes it's good just to go, oh, okay, like, let me just see as just a little forward test. Let me just draw this up. You know, you don't always have to take every single trade. But yeah, could this be a nice liquidity grab of this double bottom? Start breaking back above. Hourly still has no top wick, guys. And this is just one big strong liquidity grab? Maybe. Very, very possible. Very, very possible. The good thing is, you know, we're in a good position. We haven't got caught in a trade. We haven't taken a loss. We're ready to go whenever the opportunity presents itself. Yeah, when the markets are ranging, yeah, you know, do something productive, do some back testing, do some simulation sessions, do some studying. I always love to listen to psychology podcasts as well, especially if you guys are, you know, let's say if you've had a tough day in the markets, you know, being caught up in this range. You know, be aware of that and, you know, go do something else other than trading live markets. Get your psychology back on track. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, huge support. Massive support. Massive, massive level. Huge support. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, it could be a liquidity grab, but that 15-minute close is pretty bearish. Exactly, man. That's it. So it could be a liquidity grab. That's the thing. And it's okay to think that it could be a liquidity grab, but we don't trade off what could happen. We'll trade off what's right in front of us. So with that 15 closing bearish, we'll wait for a 15 closure back above for potential buys. I'm off, guys. Locked in 50 ticks this morning. Nice. Nice work. Hitting the gym as it's 9 a.m. in the Netherlands. Look at that. 50 ticks by 9 a.m. Do you have a group? You got any signals for us? Beautiful work. 50 ticks for 9 a.m. is amazing. But yeah, that's the thing. You know, it's okay to think, you know, this could be a liquidity grab. But we're not here to trade off shoulda, woulda, coulda. We're here to trade off what's right in front of us. So, you know, I kind of look at this and I go, oh yeah, this actually could be a liquidity grab where we start closing back above and then we get the longs. But we don't react off what we think. Yeah, exactly, Harry, exactly. Yeah, we don't react off what we think. If we think this is going to be a liquidity grab, we're going to break back above and go long, that's okay to think that. But we also want to be trading what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a strong 15-minute close. So unless we get a strong closure back above, then amazing. Then we can take these fake out buys and get a really nice trade. But we'll wait for that. We'll wait for that. We'll trade what's right in front of us. Yeah, absolutely. It could be another grab of the previous 4-hour lows before potentially breaking higher. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. To me, it looks like we're tapping into previous 4-hour lows. If this starts to reject, I don't know why my lines. Anyone else like that? If your line's like a little bit wonky, it kind of sets you off a little bit. I see that line wasn't perfectly sure. I'm like, no, it has to be perfect. There we go. So yeah, if we start grabbing these 4-hour lows and rejecting, then what could this 4-hour look like? You guys know, and Dakota speaks about it a lot, is that could be that potential 4-hour 3-bar reversal before we see this big push up. See here? Tapping into previous 4-hour lows at major 4-hour support. So could we be creating something like this? Very possible. I like to look for longs below these previous 4-hour lows personally. I'm not going to start buying for no reason, but below these 4-hour lows, I'm certainly not selling down here, that's for sure. I want to be looking for these longs. Yeah, gold, yeah, 100%, I absolutely agree. 4-hour head and shoulders, yep, I agree. And gold does love Head and Shoulders. I absolutely love Head and Shoulders, and gold loves them as well. The reason I love the Head and Shoulders pattern so much is because the head is usually the liquidity grab. That's kind of how I look at it. Do I ever use fibs? No, I used to. I used to use Fibonacci a lot for swing trading, to try and understand my big swing pullbacks before potentially doing something else. So let's say I have to change all these settings around. I would have, don't care about that. I would also have the 71 and I have my minus. I can't remember what my minus extensions used to be as well. That's a bit too colorful for my liking. Can I make it less colorful? There we go. Let's make it all white. My favorite levels on gold, that gold always loved to do, because gold loves the deep retracements. The levels that I found when I was swing trading more was the 71 to 78 was a... Can I put them on the other side? Can I put numbers on the other side? There we go. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I always found gold loved the 71% retracement. 71 to 78. Because it loves them big, deep pullbacks. But yeah, I used to use this on swing trading a lot. You know, you can kind of use fib overlaps to see some, you know, maybe a downward move. I'd have I think I used to have minus 27. I can't remember what the minus ones I used to have. I probably got on my trading view chart here. Let me have a look. Yeah, minus 27.2 and minus 61.8. They were kind of my take profit levels. And the 88.6 as well. But for day trading, not so much. Not so much. I like to keep it simple. Wow, look at this, guys. We're getting a lovely rejection here, guys. If we get 15-minute closures back above, guys, we're going to look for some fake out buys. I'm probably going to trade micros because this range has been pretty rangy. But if this 15 closes back above, I'm going to go look for some longs. I think this Audi could be one big, huge liquidity grab before breaking back higher. And the 15 closure should confirm that for us. Not only will this 15 be a potential fake out buy, it will also be a 30-minute liquidity grab. So if this wicks back up, that wick will also be a very nice 15-minute fake out. Whenever I'm down, I feel urged to raise size and scalp the break even. Any advice? Well, obviously don't do that. Be okay with taking a loss, man. Losses are part of the game. You're never going to have a 100% win rate. But be following a system and a plan. Like, your plan shouldn't allow you to want to raise size and not be able to accept a loss. You know, one loss is absolutely nothing, man. It's impossible to have a 100% win rate, so don't try and aim for it. You're never going to have a 100% win rate, nor do you need one. So be okay with taking losses. Losses are part of this game, man. We take losses all the time. Losses are part of trading. You're never going to be right 100% of the time. So as long as you can manage your risk and know when to walk away, it's very powerful. So, I mean, you kind of said it right there, you know. If you feel the urge to do something that you deep down know you shouldn't do, that's probably a good indication that you just go, okay, cool, let me come back tomorrow. That's the fantastic thing about not tomorrow, but next week. That's the good thing about the lockout feature on Topstep. If you feel like you're getting the urge to do something that you know you shouldn't do, and the reason you're probably getting that urge is because maybe it worked out one time, that's what you keep coming back to. You keep coming back to the thought that, well, last time, you know, I was down this one time and I took some more trades and I actually ended up getting out of break even. And your mind keeps going back to that one time that it worked. And you also ignore the fact that, yeah, you might get back to break even. You also might blow your entire combine, which you don't want to do, or funded account, sorry. So if ever you feel that urge, lock yourself out. You know, it's okay to feel emotions in trading, guys. It's completely normal. Your job isn't to be an emotionless robot. Your job is to be aware of your emotions. So if you are aware that you are experiencing some market emotions right now, that's fine. Lock yourself out. You know, even go here and go, okay, cool, let me lock myself out for an hour. Or lock yourself out for all day if you want to and come back. We're talking about 4-hour candles. Which one do you... the Awanda one, man. Absolutely. Absolutely the Awanda one, man. They're kind of looking both similar right now, to be honest. But yeah, the Awanda one always, man. Always. It's not impossible to have 100% loss rate like me behind Salah. Tilt the other day in Join a crazy move late. Unless my account. No, yeah. I know to never do that again. 100% exactly, man. I will never chase a trade. If I miss it, then I miss it. Yep, that's it, man. That's the best mindset. Chasing trades long term doesn't work. Like I say, you get lucky that one time, and then that's when your brain starts saying, you say, oh well, remember that time you did get lucky and it did work? Over a long time, chasing does not work, and you also don't need to. Like, you know, as you guys have seen, like, you know, plenty of times that we jump on, you know, like we may have missed this whole move down, we'll still come on here and get our piece. You know, we're not trying to catch, you know, as nice as it would be to, you know, to get this huge move. We're not trying to get that. We're trying to get our consistent piece out of the markets. And you don't need to chase for that. You can get that, you know, every single day or every other day. So if you're not feeling it today, you know, just lock yourself out, come back tomorrow. If I get a 15-minute fake out here in 5 minutes, I am going to be going long. Any tips on marking the levels to know when to enter a fake out? Just very simple support and resistance levels, man. Like, I'd look at this right now and go, cool, you got some pretty strong wicks up here, so I'd say anything back above that. Nothing complicated, man. No, like really simple levels. You could even say here, like, I mean, it's kind of messy right now, so it's a little bit hard to draw. But like something like that, maybe. Just very simple support and resistance levels, man. Nothing too complex. 15. If this 15 closes like this in 4 minutes, guys, I'm going to look for some longs here on Goldie. Heard some traders say that athletes might have a mental edge in trading because they're used to losing individual games without losing sight of the bigger goal. Yeah, 100%. I like that, man. Such as winning a championship. Yeah, I like that. That mindset helps them handle losses better than most people. Yeah, I like that. I like that, man. I like that. Yeah, I guess, you know, taking losses in trading is so much harder because, you know, you're actually losing money. And we feel that kind of emotional pain. Whereas them things like, yeah, you don't lose money. So it's not as difficult. But if you can just accept, you know, you don't think about like, oh, I've lost this much. You think, oh, I've just lost a trade. It's just a trade. Who cares? You're going to have another trade and another trade after that. It's just a trade. Roger Federer, how he loses almost 50% of the points over his career, but still won games and tournaments. Really? Yeah, that's true. That's very interesting, man. That's very interesting. So Roger Federer has lost 50% of his points in his career, but he's still won the tournaments and games. I like that, man. I like that. That's good. I like that. Have you ever used Elliott waves for swing trading? No, not really, man. Not really. I don't really need to be honest. The 4-hour gold ranges just hit so well. I just haven't really found a need to. Let's say it doesn't work or anything like that, but no, not really, man. Nah, it's not a morning star for me, man. This is a morning star here. You reject, grab the lows and push up. That's a morning star. Not here. Not quite, man. Not quite. Okay, here was a morning star as well. Rejecting, grab the lows, hold support, push. Not this. Potential 4-hour morning star though. Well, I know it's very far away, but yeah, it's a potential 4-hour morning star. You know, if this 4-hour wicks back above, that next 4-hour comes down for a bottom wick, you could get some great New York buys today. I still think we're gonna get a nice squeeze here in London. How long we got up to this? 15. 2 minutes here, guys. 2 minutes. I'm gonna go down to micros. I don't want to trade full size here today. These markets are scaring me today. But I do like this hourly liquidity grab. Yeah, it's very complex. Michael Jordan, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I've missed. I failed over and over in my life, and that's why I succeed. Yeah, I love that, Paul. I love that, man. That's great. I love that. That's amazing. So look at this hourly, guys. Hourly starting to wick back above. How many XFAs do I have? I have 5. I keep them all separate, though, man. I keep them all separate. I have max XFAs. I'm trying to switch out some of these 50s for hundreds and 150s at the minute as well. We have potential fake out buys here in a second, guys. This hourly's kind of doing what we anticipated, that as it starts to wick back above and looking like it's going to drive, we want to be looking to get in from somewhere around here. So we're going to use the lower time frame to help us understand that. 30 minutes came all the way down, wicked the lows, holding support. So let's see how this 30 minute is going to open. If this 30 minute opens and instantly pushes down, we'll do the same thing. We'll look to put in a buy stop. We'll risk off somewhere wherever that low is going to be, and we're going to see if we can get this drive higher. Let's see here, guys. This looks like a pretty strong liquidity grab here. The reason I'm going to trade micros here, guys, is because, you know, it's not the cleanest of ranges, but it's enough that I kind of want to give it a try. Like you can say, well, if it's not that clean, why don't you just wait it? So I could, but I still am happy to give it a shot at just reduced risk. Just get a feel for the markets. Like I say, sometimes you need something real in the markets to be able to understand how it's moving. And you do have some nice liquidity above as well. I think once you, if and when you break these areas, filling this range is going to be quite easy. As soon as you break here, you know, here to high is going to be a quick fill. So let's see how this 15 is going to open here, guys. Ideally, we open with an instant bottom wick and then we can get long. Stops will be around hard stop 60. I'll be managing about 40. So yeah, I'll probably go 5 micros or something. Let's see. If you guys don't want to trade this range, you know, please don't follow along. It's not financial advice. It's just entertainment purposes only. It's 5 payouts from the same account to get moved to live, man. 5 payouts from the same account. My London one has 1 more. Okay, cool. So you're coming down for an instant bottom wick. Let me have a look at the 5 minute. Coming down. If you can grab these lows, I'm going to put in a buy stop. I want to be a little bit more refined here. Let me just make sure the currency is not grabbing it. Not quite. Let's see. Yeah, I want to build up some of these more accounts before we do take it over. Let's see if we can come down and grab these lows before getting higher. If it pushes from here, I'm not too bothered. Yeah, it's 5 payouts from the same XFA. But my London one is pretty much there, so I'm trying to build up these other ones here. We never trade minis on a 50. For gold, yeah, I agree. On Nasdaq, I wouldn't. On gold, gold doesn't move as crazy. You can easily manage risk on a 50 on gold. Gold is much slower. Gold is much more controlled. Typically risking, you know, even trading minis, $200 to $300. Thoughts on NQ and ES? We will have a look at NQ. Let me just see if we're going to get this potential gold play. I'm just seeing if we can grab some 5-minute lows to get more of a refined entry. Yeah, I mean, you can take it from there. I don't want to have that big of a stop. I want to be able to manage off a 5-minute low. So if we can grab some 5-minute lows and re-break higher, then I'll have more of a valid stop. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here on Goldie. What time? You've got that first 30-minute close there as well. How was that 30-minute close? So you grab the lows. Still pretty choppy. But I look at this hourly, and if this hourly ends up closing bullish, it's going to look like a pretty obvious trade, which is what we don't want to miss. Yeah, ES more relaxed than NQ. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think if I was going to trade, not that I trade NQ, but yeah, if I was going to trade one, it'd be ES. We're gonna have a quick look here. I want to see if gold's going to grab some lows anyway. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Quick look at the daily. Same as NQ. Massive wick rejection to nice key level here, about 6,000. Let's put it on there. Nice round rejection. 6,000. Let's change that to 50. Again, nice support. You know, I think you kind of see this rejection and go, okay, you know, I'm going to go for a big short. But like, you held support. You're grabbing the lows yesterday, and you're still at major support. So I wouldn't really want to be a seller here on ES, to be honest. I think if you were a seller on ES, it was probably in Asia. To me, very similar to NQ. I mean, it's probably already pushing nicer. I mean, you've just grabbed the lows and you've broken back above. This isn't a bad place to look for longs. Don't know how much volume you're going to get here in the London session. But with price coming down, grabbing the lows, breaking back above, that's not a bad buy area. That's a pretty decent 30-minute fake out there. Grab the lows, broke back above. You know, it's not a bad place to be open to long. Same as Gold's still holding up here, guys. Gold's not moving too much just yet. We got time. Same as NQ. This would be my no trade range for NQ. However, you know, grabbing lows, breaking back above. If you close out of this range, pull them back into these highs. Looks like a nice area. Let's have a quick look at gold. Make sure we're not missing anything here on Goldie. Goldie. Let's see. Yeah, if I'm going to get long here on gold, guys, it's going to be once we grab these lows and start breaking some highs so I can get a valid stop. Gold's trying to shape up for us. Patience will pay, guys. Patience will pay. I haven't jumped in any trades yet. We also haven't taken any losses. Copper did well, really. Did Copper have a push? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Wow. Coming up for that trend line. You could see some bigger plays here on Copper as well. Yeah, gold grabbing it right now. So if gold re-breaks the current 5-minute high, we can look for longs, but it's probably about to close bearish. Yeah, Copper, yeah, don't get me wrong, it is trying to, you know, you kind of did similar to gold. You just grabbed the lows. You came down, grabbed the lowest liquidity point, so you would have stopped out a lot of early buys there on Copper. And yeah, now you're trying to break back higher. No bottom wick, just a straight push, which is what Copper loves to do, to be honest. Yeah, it's grabbing the lows. It has just closed bearish, so we'll need to see a 5-minute fake out buy. Let's see, so it has closed bearish though, so it hasn't grabbed the lows. I mean, it has grabbed the lows, but it's actually closed bearish. A grab of the lows for me to go long would be grabbing it and actually rejecting and maybe even closing a little bit bullish. That's what I would see as the grab, and then I would take my longs. However, I can't ignore that it has just closed bearish. So if we do want to take longs, let's just wait for a closure back in our favor, and then we can take it. My VWAP settings, it's just the standard, to be honest. I haven't changed it. I don't really look at it much, to be honest. I kind of just have it on here. I think the better one to have is the anchored VWAP. Yeah, if we start breaking out from here, great. What I'm kind of anticipating right now, that this is what a lot of people will be trying to do. A lot of people trying to, what just happened there? A lot of people trying to short here, sitting some stops above here or here. So we're ideally trying to look to buy up into that. My only concern is I don't want to get caught in a range on a Friday. I'll give it a try, but I want to see the market show us volume. Exactly the same as the buys we took yesterday, guys. You know, we were talking about longs from down here. However, I don't just start buying for no reason. I let the market show me volume, and then I get in. So that was a trade we took yesterday here on stream, and I'll be looking for the exact same thing here today. I want the markets to show me bullish volume, and then I'll get in. You know, here, grab the lows, close bullish, cool, then you get in. Let the markets come to us, guys. How's everyone's month been though? Has everyone had a profitable month, a losing month, a learning month? How's everyone found May? May's gone. The months are absolutely flying by. I can't believe it's already, what, June next week? Which is crazy. June already. Trying to get back. Yeah, if we get a 5-minute fake out buy. Bang a month, past 2 combines, taking a payout. Amazing, man. Past 2 combines and taking a payout. That's amazing. Past 5 XFAs and up 3,600 across them in May. Can't complain. Amazing, Patrick. Beautiful work, man. Beautiful work. 700 on combine. Nice. Best month. Yeah, amazing. Total disaster. Hey, it happens. It happens. It happens. Happens to the best of us, you know. 5K. Nice. Nice. Learning month. Cool. That's what it's all about, man. No such thing as a losing month. It's a learning month. There's only wins and there's only wins and lessons. The best month. Yeah, nice. Yeah. First payout ever this month. There's another one right around the corner. Amazing, man. Break even. Nick, break even's good. You manage your risk for the month. Well done. That's a win. Last couple of weeks have been tough, PA. Yeah, it kind of has been some funny moves and funny times. Pulled 4K from Topstep, but lost 3 XFAs. Well, you pulled out 4,000, which is great. So you're doing something right, man. So maybe get the mindset back on track. Know when to walk away. 4K is fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. My first month in Topstep. I'm waiting for a payout. Amazing. Beautiful. Learning month. Nice. That's what we like to hear. Been trading bad, so I stayed out of my XFAs and just traded combines. That's very smart, man. That's what I like to hear. If you're not too sure in the markets, don't be afraid to trade, your XFAs. Stick on a combine. That's amazing, man. Same as for me here today in Asia. I wasn't really too confident, so I was like, well, let me trade a combine instead. Who cares? That's good, man. Good discipline. Yeah, it can be a lot of 100%. Yeah, first payout. Oh, nice. Very nice. Lots of you guys getting payouts. It's amazing. Range have been tough, yep. Squeaky clean just started. Nice. Well, today's the last day of the month, man, so I don't feel like you have to trade it today. Nice. 40 ticks on 2 micros. Beautiful work. First payout. Nice. 600. Get out. Say things like that. Past 5. 150k combines. Amazing, man. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. 450,000. Beautiful. Break even. Nice. Break even is good, Adam. Break even. You protect your capital this month. That's amazing. We're not going to have, green months every single month. And don't beat yourself up if it doesn't happen as well. Sometimes it's easy to see, everyone having great months. You have a break-even month and you kind of start doubting and beating yourself up. You're not going to have winning months every single month, man. You protect your capital, and that's amazing. So beautiful work. Gold still squeezing low here, guys. No longs. Patience pays, guys. Patience pays. We're not jumping in longs. We're also not jumping in losses. Again, can't say it enough. The patience I've learned from watching your streams for the last month and a half has been a tremendous help. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's what it's all about. I'm patient, but I'm not that patient. I don't take trades. I just know when to trade and I know when not to trade, and that's it's a very good skill to have on gold. Like, I absolutely love gold, but gold can create big ranges sometimes, and if you don't know when to walk away, it can be tough. So yeah, patience always pays. One trade a day or 1 to 3 trades a week, you're doing very well. You don't need to be in every single market move. You need to be in the market moves that fit your plan. So that's what we like to hear, man. You learn patience from the streams. That's amazing. And you guys see, we could be patient for like an hour. 1 5-minute can change everything, then we're executing. Same as yesterday. We're very, very patient, very patient. When did we jump on? We jumped on over here. Patient, waiting. Cool. Markets come to us. Cool. We take our trade. Exactly the same here today. We're waiting. If the markets break out, they come to us. Great. We'll take our trade. Patience pays, honestly. It's the hardest skill. Not the hardest, but it's one of the hardest skills to have. Knowing when to sit on your hands and when to execute. The reason I, will sit on my hands during times where I'm not too sure is because if I overtrade now, by the time the trade comes to me, I'm not going to be able to execute well because I'm going to be stressed. I'm going to be thinking about the losses. I'm going to be anxious. Where right now, we're sitting here relaxed. We're talking about, how everyone's month been. As soon as we get a breakout, we're in. Past the 50k and up almost 1,000 on the XFA. Nice. Oh yeah, that's still good, man. You're going to lose counts along the way, but that's what it's all about, man. Secured 8 to 9 green days, but canceling like 400. Oh, it's still good. You're still up in the green days, man. I wouldn't take it for a short, personally, man. Not off that 30-minute rejection. Massive 4-hour support. Personally, I wouldn't, man. I kind of more so want to see the longs here. Not that, we can't go lower. But no, I'm not really too interested in shorts. To me, this 4-hour support screams longs. The only tough thing is, you did grab the highs, which is what we were looking at yesterday, buying up into this high. So you kind of have grabbed the liquidity. If we had a double top, I'd be just getting in now. But we grabbed the highs. We had this little pullback. 15 back to close in 2 minutes here, guys. 15. Trying to flip back bullish. Oh yeah. You can't. Yeah, you'll get the quick scalps on them ones, man. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. 796 for the week. 864 for the week. That's amazing, man. Lovely consistency there as well, man. Nice small losses there. Really nice work, man. Look at those small losses. That's what we like to see. Let me have a look at the 5-minute here. If this 5-minute breaks back above, could that 15 start to flip back bullish? Maybe. Let me have a look at the 30-minute here in the currency. It's not looking bad. What % of the account do you recommend risking per day? I'm not going to recommend... Well, I mean, I'd like to risk 0.5 to maybe 1%. But, your data will tell you that. I can't tell you that, to be honest, man. That's what I like to do. But your data and your journal will tell you how much you should be risking. It all depends on, you know, how big your losses are, your win rate. Yeah, there's a lot of factors that go into it. Me personally, here on, let's say, my 50K, for example, again, depends on the buffer as well. Depends how aggressive I'm getting with them, but 200 to 300 to 500, sometimes more, depends. Depending, you know, if I've had a good couple of payouts, then maybe I want to get maybe a little bit more aggressive on this one. I might take a little bit more, but say if I've just had a brand new, fresh 50K XFA passed, I'll probably risk 200 to 500 maybe. But you know what I will risk and what someone else will risk doesn't mean that's what you should risk, man. You should risk depending on what your data tells you. And if you don't quite have that data, man, do anything you can to build up that data, or at least, you know, 100 plus trades. 100 plus trades will tell you all the statistics that you need to know. Yeah, follow. Yeah, unrealized. Yep. It is. Yeah. I was hoping we're gonna get this 5-minute closure above to see this 15-minute flip here, guys, but we're not flipping up just yet, so we're staying patient here, guys. Look at this big range on Goldie. Yeah, I'm about 1 payout away from the London account. That's why I'm trying to trade these other accounts to build them up first. Yeah, so much better, man. 100%. Did you ever have a problem with sizing? I tried to stick to 5 micros, but always end up with 10 to 20. It turns me into more of a scalper than truly following my process. What do you mean? You try and stick to 5, but you end up with 10 to 20? Problem with sizing. Yeah, no top wick on the alley. That's what we're trying to buy into, man. Yep. But did I have a problem sizing? No, not really, to be honest. If you have a problem with sizing, maybe you're focusing too much on the P&L as opposed to the charts. I don't focus on the P&L. I don't focus on how much money I could make. I focus more so on how much money I could lose. I just focus on the charts. That's why I always say to you guys, you know, it's always good to hide your balance, hide your minimum loss limit, you know, even hide this as well. I keep this open so you guys can see it, but I say to you guys, hide all of this. Go on your settings, charts and data, and change it to ticks as well. Don't focus on the money. If you feel like you're changing around your size a lot, you're probably focusing too much on the P&L as opposed to taking good trades. Focus on taking good trades and you're going to make money. But get consistent at taking just good trades and becoming a good trader. The money will follow, man. The money will follow with time. And like I always say to you guys, you know, trading isn't one of them things that if you take good trades, you might make money. No, so if you take good trades and you can manage your risk well, you're going to make money. So just focus on taking good trades and managing your risk. Did you lose many accounts starting out? Yeah, 100%. Plenty, man. Plenty. And a lot of the reasons for losing accounts in the beginning was pure psychology and trying to trade the money. Trying to force trades, trying to chase the payouts, trying to chase a certain amount of, you know, green days. All of the psychological issues. How can you hide your balance? In the settings, in privacy, man. You can hide all this if you want to. Hide all of it, man. Hide all of it. Know how much you're willing to lose for the day in a tick amount, and then just work off that. Or set your max loss limits on Topstep to lock yourself out if you hit a certain loss, and then you're out. You're done. Goldie's still kind of ranging here, guys. Goldie in a bit of a range. Bitcoin, yeah. Let's have a look. Goldie's got time, so you can have a look at Bitcoin. Are we reaching some all-time highs? Oh, pull them back. So did we tap all-time highs in the futures? I don't think we did. You did on the, I know you did on the spot chart. Did you actually tag the highs in the futures? No, you're having a decent pullback though. Very, very decent pullback. Squeeze them all-time highs. You know, the headlines come out. Everyone starts trying to buy the all-time highs. If you want to buy Bitcoin again, I'd be buying Bitcoin back down at 100 maybe. But it's a pretty decent sell-off. Let me just have a quick look at NQ. Yeah, it's got kind of. Wait, was it ES? It was nicer. Yeah, volume building. Yep. Yeah, that was ES, guys. You grabbed the lows, you broke out. You could be running some nice longs there in ES, looking nicer than gold, that's for sure. But Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin's looking pretty bearish. I'd say back down to 105 is a nice level. You got a nice little double bottom sitting down here as well. Come down and squeeze that blows. Oh, Goldie's starting to move here, guys. Let me just have a quick look. Goldie's waking up. Good morning, Goldie. You're taking your time, but you're with us. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Goldie. Let's see if we can get back above here, guys. I've been very patient with her today. Let's see. Very, very patient with Goldie. Owly still grabbing lows, holding support. Owly can still flip bullish, guys. I know it seems crazy, but it easily can. We just need that volume. Still grabbing the lows, holding massive support. I still like the longs here, guys. I still like the longs. I just need to see volume. Let's have a look. No bottom wick on this 15 though, which is not ideal. Ever trade the 1 minute? Nah, I don't, man. I don't. The 1 minute just kind of gets a bit too messy for me. The 5 minutes honestly low enough for me. No, I don't use the 1 minute. 1 minute scares me a bit. Nice strong 5 minute closure there. You got 3 15-minute equal highs. Could you buy stop that 5? Check the one for volume. Yeah, nice. Yep. Yep. That's good, man. Yeah, check it for volume. I like that. I like that. It's not. I was kind of saying, could we flip that 5? You can. I think I need to see a little bit more signs of volume than just one strong 5 minute close. Yeah, I think the 1 minute is probably good if you trade something like NQ in the New York session where you're guaranteed volume. But yeah, if you try and trade the 1 minute on gold when it's in ranges, it can be very, 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 very draining. Very mentally draining. I'm trying to protect my mental capital at all costs. And I find sometimes even the 5 minute for me can be like a little bit sideways. Any tips on getting more comfortable with entering trades? Psychology-wise? Well, confidence has to come from seeing your plan happen time and time again. If you haven't seen it enough, then you know you're bound to be hesitant. But also, you know, don't be afraid of losing. Get comfortable with losing, actually. Get good at becoming a good loser. And also know your trading plan, like the absolute ins and outs. But yeah, psychology-wise, yeah, you know, if it's a psychology issue, and that's why the reason I keep my charts very clean here and just look at pure price action is because I know that execution is the key. Hesitation is what kills most traders. That's why I like to keep my charts clean and I like to just think and look at pure price action. I don't want to think about, you know, 10 different confluences. I like to just look at pure price action. So have good execution, and good execution comes from having trust in your plan and not being afraid to lose. I don't care about being right or wrong. I care about trading my plan. And the reason I'm so comfortable with trading my plan is because I've seen my plan happen a ridiculous amount of times that I know probabilities tell me that over a long period of time it works well. So if I didn't know my plan properly, you know, then I'm bound to, you know, hesitate, get scared out of positions, not hold trades. And that's why it's always good to do some simulation sessions on the weekends, you know, build up that chart time, build up that data, and build that confidence, which, you know, just comes from spending more time on the markets. But yeah, like I say, don't be afraid of losing. We're in the business of taking losses. We are in the business of losing. Just get good at being a good loser. Yeah, nice trend line as well. Yep, it is. That's the thing. It's almost like a perfect, you know, like this. This is what I imagine most people try and look for this, but this is what we know gold loves to do. Gold loves to come up and do this. That's why I like these longs. You almost have this picture perfect market structure down, which is not how gold moves. Like here, you know, people are like, oh, here, okay, cool. Now we're going to get a new lower low. Well, gold typically loves to come up for a new high at that point. I just hoping we see some volume. And we're starting to get it as well. You know, that 15's trying to break out here. No, cool. Yeah, well, you know, if we all of a sudden start getting some volume, I just checked and D's not on today, so we could potentially stick around a little bit longer, guys. You know, this is the first sign of volume this morning. We've pretty much started in the same place that we started, so if we do get some signs of volume, you know, I can stick around for a little bit longer today. I just want to see that we're actually going to get the volume first. And I think that's probably going to be on this hourly. Like, to me, this hourly still looks great for longs. What I'm kind of thinking here, if this hourly comes down, grabs lows, the next hourly comes down for a bottom wick, taking the break of that high could give us a really nice trade. And I would like to take it together. Because there's been, yeah, there's quite a lot of times where we finish at 9, and then you typically get some moves in like 9 to 10 a.m. sometimes. And that's what we're trying to see here. You got 1, 2, 3 hourly equal highs as well. 15's trying to get some volume. So let's see. Let's see. Starting to get the first signs of volume here as well, which is good. Not Fridays, yeah, cool. Full margin Fridays. Hey, they're not my words. Trying to set me up there. Yeah, let's see how this. We've got 5 minutes till this Audi's gonna close here, guys. Any plans for the weekend? Not really, to be honest, man. Just chill, relax. You guys on Zoom will do the mentoring session tomorrow as well, but nah, nothing. Yeah. I'll tell you. Ask me in Discord, man. But yeah, just yeah, not too much. Just chill, relax. I'll be doing jiu-jitsu tomorrow morning. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Relaxing, chilling. Always catch the last few minutes. Yeah, nice. Yeah, stay long. Cool. Yeah, let's see how this hour is going to close then. You're tapping into these 15 highs. I don't mind looking for some longs here. I will do it at around. I'll schedule it in after this one. Probably around like about 8:30 or 8:15 Brisbane time. Wait, what? But you have that guy who says. No, I haven't seen that. I'd like to see that as well. Always during golf time. Yeah, I'll record it as well, man. The reason I do them first thing in the morning is so the guys in the UK can catch it as well. But yeah, we're going to. Ever tried Thai boxing? Yeah, I do Thai boxing once a week, man. I do jiu-jitsu like 2 to 3 times a week. Then I'll do like Thai boxing or MMA twice a week as well. I love doing that training. I only recently got into jiu-jitsu. I've done like boxing and MMA for a while. But yeah, recently got into jiu-jitsu and that's been pretty fun. I've been enjoying that, to be honest. I've been enjoying it because it's such like a new hard thing for me to do. It's been such a challenge, but it's been a great challenge. I honestly highly recommend it to you guys. Same as with any training. Like the reason I do MMA training or I do Brazilian jiu-jitsu training is like it's honestly just the mental aspect. Like it honestly is like a little meditation. Like it really gets me right. I was at the gym today at 6:30 this morning. It's now 6 p.m. But yeah, that's the reason I sent Aaron 3's tag stand and forget. Yeah, if I go missing, yeah, you'll find me there. 2-3 years forget. Yeah, you have to. Honestly, I can't express how important it is to do physical exercise for trading. And it sounds ridiculous when you're trying to become a profitable trader. Like, how on earth is me going and working out going to help me become a better trader? It honestly helps me mentally so much. If I didn't do my training every day, I wouldn't perform as good as I do. You know, we are here to be elite performers, and you know, to be elite performers, we have to get our mind right as well. It's not as much of a rejection as I would want to see. Exercise clears the mind, 100%. You know, you feel like you've accomplished something before you've even gone on the charts as well. You know, the trading. I always say to you guys, trading shouldn't be your only win of the day. You know, you should have other wins outside of the charts. So when you come onto charts, you know, you're feeling good. You're trying to trade from a good mindset. And the days that I don't get to train for whatever reason, you know, I can mentally feel it. My trading is always better when my sleep and exercise routine is on point. Yeah, 100%, man. It's so important. Your exercise, your health, your eating, like it's all so important. It's so important. Yes, 100%, Craig. Yep. Also another area to maintain discipline, which spills over into everything else. 100%, man. 100%. Let's see. We've got this hourly close coming up in about 1 minute here, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's it. It's discipline in all aspects of your life. That's it, man. I like that. So I was hoping we were going to close a bit more bullish so we could get a stronger wick rejection so we could get some buys here at 9 a.m. Yeah, I know, yeah. What a legend. Just wish my strength gains were the same ratio as my trading gains. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Every day you go in and you improve. Every day we come to chance we make more money. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, it would be nice. Always go for a bike ride in the morning before chart time. Yeah, nice. I like that, man. I like that. And it can be something super simple as well. You don't have to go for like, you know, a super high intense workout. Like, you know, sometimes even for me, like taking Sammy, my dog, for a walk on the beach with like a morning coffee before I go on the charts, like that mentally gets me right. It can be anything, you know. That's sort of like my meditation. So nice hourly rejection here, guys. This is a really nice hourly rejection. 4 hour, let's have a look. Again, 4 hours holding support. This looks really nice for long. I'm going to be like, it's going to be one of them if like, okay, we're going to call it. By the time I jump on for pre-New York, we're going to be back at 33.50. It's always the way. So hourly's just come down. We've liquidated previous hourly lows. We're holding this nice support. This to me, it's such a... We've held this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. But not only that, we've also liquidated the lows and grabbed liquidity without grabbing any of the highs. I like the longs here, guys. I'm hoping this with hourly would give us a bit of a bottom wick first so we can go long. What I mean... Yeah, cool. Here now. So I want to see this hourly maybe come down, give us the bottom wick. Before then, we look to drive this higher. So let me just have a look here. How is that hourly? I mean, it still was bearish, which I can't ignore. It was bearish below here, but it wasn't bearish below here. 30 minute. Kind of a little, very, very tough. Let me just have a look here on the trading view chart. Let's stay on for this next 15-minute close, guys. If this next 15-minute breaks out, we'll stick around. I want to see this 15 get back above here and we can take these breakout buys. Let's see. Let's see this 15. Would you mind breaking down your exact strategy? Yeah, I would highly recommend going back to watch yesterday's stream here on the Topstep channel, man, because there was a great live example of it. But what we're basically trying to do is same thing as here today. We're trying to buy up into where we would imagine most people are trying to short. So I trade liquidity. So our thought process yesterday was a lot of people trying to short here, whether they set their stops just above these highs. So we're looking for buying opportunities up into the fact that gold loves to come up and grab previous highs and lows. So I would highly recommend going back to watch yesterday's stream, man. We took this trade around about 8 a.m. right at the London Open as well. But yeah, same thing here today. I'm imagining a lot of people are short here on gold. And where are they setting their stops? Just above here. So I'm trying to buy up into where most people are trying to sell. And I'm also buying off the fact that we are also liquidating previous 4-hour lows, holding major 4-hour support. And I'm also looking for longs based off the fact that yesterday we came down, we liquidated lows, we held 3,300 and closed bullish. So my whole entire plan is the fact that gold loves to grab highs and lows before having a real move. And that's kind of what I'm anticipating to highs. You know, I think, you know, even if gold was going to have, let's just say, a massive short reversal today for whatever reason, not that I think it's going to happen, I would anticipate that, you know, you'd at least tap into these areas first before potentially pushing back lower. Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, that's there. Yeah, maybe let's not do that. Yeah, then we start doing the opposite. Yeah, then we say retail double tops and double bottoms working in. Yeah, we become the retailers again. But yeah, that's my plan is based off the fact that I would be the one trying to short here, sit at my stops above, and I'd always get squeezed out and wonder what I was doing so wrong. So I'm trying to identify these levels and buy up into it. 800 people on YouTube here, guys. Remember, drop a like for the Topstep channel. We do this every single day here from 7 until 9 a.m. London time. We're sticking around a little bit longer today because we're trying to see if we can get these trades because, yeah, it's been a very range-bound day today on gold. I just believe we're still going to get these nice moves. That fake out on NQ, you would have hit the break even there, guys, if you did take that, or I would have anyway. If I took this fake out buy, as soon as this rejected and came back down, I'd be out there at break even. Let's see if Goldie's going to be good to us. Let's see if the patience is going to pay here, guys. See if the patience is going to pay. Yeah, yep, 100%. 4-hour morning star. That's exactly what I'm anticipating, man. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the fact that this is grabbing the 4-hour lows and this can have a really nice retracement. That's exactly what I'm looking for. It may take until the New York session. Maybe. So we're going to be here for the next 4 hours, guys. No, I'm just joking. We'll be here for the next 15, half an hour. We have seen a lot recently. Same as yesterday, guys. At 10:30 to 11 a.m., gold had that beautiful continuation. And I've seen that a lot recently. Sometimes we'll jump off at 9 and then, you know, maybe towards like 10 to 11, you start to get that move if pre-London doesn't move. You got the loss there. No, close back below. If you closed it on this candle here, no, I think that's good as it actually closed back below. I think that's a very good management, man. I think that's good management. All right, we're getting some volume here. Let's see if we can get this 15-minute breakout here, guys. That's all I want to see. Oh, that's not very nice, Dave. That's not very nice. Dave doesn't want the gains. I'll just go now then, shall I? All right. See you guys next week. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to stick around for this 15-minute close, guys. Yeah, both. Both, Ian. And it's absolutely pouring down here in Australia and the Gold Coast today, so I'm like, I don't really want to go out to my car right now. Nice. We're getting some volume here, guys. First sign of volume here. Let's have a look. First sign of volume all morning. We have a nice trend line coming down here as well. People trying to jump in these shorts. 8 hours. All right, done. 8 hours. 24-hour stream. Let's take this serious. Potential 5-minute breakout buy here. Anticipating the 15 is going to close nice and strong. Risking around 40 ticks to squeeze up for about 100. I'm looking to hold this up for a very decent buy here. I'm not looking for a quick scalp here. I'm looking to hold this up for a potential 100-tick trade. Yeah, stick around for the monthly close. Yeah, let's just stick around for the yearly close, actually. Let's just do that. I'm at my office, man. I have my office away from home. Yeah, rejecting this will bring in some sellers. This is looking like a nice pusher, guys. This is what I'm saying. You know, we jumped off here. Now the volume's starting to kick in. It's the first sign of volume we've had all morning, really. This is looking good. This is looking good. 15 shaping up nicely. Hourly's also shaping up nicely as well. 4 hourly shaping up nicely. Now, the only thing is, guys, when we get this sign of volume in this range, we want it to continue. Same as yesterday. Yeah, who upset? That wasn't me. As soon as we got this push yesterday, we had to see the volume continue for us to hold. Exactly the same thing here today. Oh, don't do it dirty like gold. This is why closure's the key, guys. This is why closure's the key. Why don't you just live at your office? If I didn't have a partner and a dog, I probably would. Sounds like an alright place to live. It's actually very, I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually very spacious. It maybe looks like it's quite close, but it's actually very spacious. I got a big bit behind me as well. There's a bathroom, there's a shower, there's a little kitchen set up as well. Yeah, maybe I will. If you want me to just move in and we'll just stay on stream all day long, we can do that. Yeah, big rejection. That's why closures is always key here, guys. Candle closures are key. If we don't close above, there's no buys. I think, let's see this, 15 grabbing all the highs. Yeah, that's not what I see. Very nice office, thank you, man. Yeah, it's my first time I ever got an office this year, but I was just like, I just need a place away from home to trade. You know, I come here, I focus on the markets, and then I try and leave here and think about it less. Not at all. But if I leave here, I try and think about it less. Yeah, mystery, yeah. 100%. This is the reason I am. Yeah. Yeah, I just sleep on the mattress on the floor. Nice trading setup. It's very simple. Where I look for an office space in Europe? Probably not, man. Probably not. Only because I don't know where I'm gonna probably be. So, but yeah, I did a YouTube video of the office tour as well. If you guys do want to go watch it, you can go watch it. But yeah, it's just nice to have somewhere to. I felt like when I was trying to trade at home all the time, I was just watching the charts way too much. Whereas now I'm like, nah, if I'm streaming with you guys, I'm waiting to come with you and watching these charts. Yeah, Goldie's selling off here. NQ and ES probably having a squeeze. Goldie here is grabbing the previous 15-minute highs, which could be a potential liquidity grab to range a little bit more, which is unfortunately not what we want to see. Wicking out the highs here, so we're definitely not going to be buying that just yet. I was hoping this 15 could break out, but again, this is why the candle closures are very key, guys. You failed to close above, you're wicking out the highs. So we need to see closures back above here to confirm our fake out buys. I do believe this is bringing in a lot of sellers. But I have to see the markets come to us. I really want to see that 15 close above. Yeah, big rejection there, guys. Big rejection. This is why closures are key on gold. You can't get too excited on gold and try and chase trades. If you try and chase breakouts before the high time frame candles closed, you can get squeezed out. I was going to take a 5-minute breakout, anticipating the 15 close like yesterday. With that close and above rejecting, I personally still believe a lot of people are trying to sell this. I still don't like sells here, guys. I'm going to be honest. I don't like sells here on gold. I'm not going to start buying it for no reason, but I'm not going to be selling this. Maybe we could see, if we come down here, grab these lows, break above, then maybe. Yeah, we didn't even get, exactly, we didn't even get a 5-minute close. Yeah, even the 5-minute couldn't close back above. Where did we start the session? Where did we start the London session? Here. So we're pretty much at the, where do we jump on? We jumped on here. So we're right back in the same place that we have been here today. So is the patience going to pay for us today? Yeah, ES having a nice push. Yeah, ES is probably nicer than NQ, right? Yeah. Yeah, you see, on NQ you probably wouldn't have survived it, but on ES you would have. So as soon as that 30 wicked out the highs, I'd be break even there. Well, you actually would have survived it there. You're trying to run it up into there. Which is not what I want to see for gold. Not what I want to see for gold. But yeah, it is absolutely pouring down outside. Absolutely pouring down outside. See you Monday, man. See you Monday. How long have we got to this 15 close, guys? We've got 5 minutes. If it closes like this, I won't keep you guys. I was hoping we were gonna break back above, but let's just see this candle. Let's hope we're gonna close above so we get our longs. But if you guys who are gonna be trading for the rest of the day, guys, be watching this level here. To me, this is a nice target. Yeah, 100%, man. Patient already paid, avoid a fake out long. Absolutely, man. That's why the candles are so key on gold, guys. Sometimes, if you're watching the 15-minute and you're looking for longs, like, just look at the time. Like, okay, cool. Let me just come back in 2 minutes and see if it's broken out. Oh, we grabbed highs. We haven't broken out. Fine, no longs. So, in order for us to take these longs, guys, for you guys who do want to trade for the rest of the day, I have to see at least a 15-minute closure back above 33.20. If we don't close back above there, you could just continue to do what we're doing, which is fine. I'm happy to miss out on the short. I'm not interested in shorting this. I still like these longs. I'm not glued to longs. I just don't really have any interest to sell gold at such big support. It's not to say that we can't go down. I just don't want to be a seller here. It's not that I'm necessarily glued to longs or just focus on longs. I just have so much upside liquidity and no real downside liquidity that's what's kind of painting my direction. Let's see. 1 minute here, Goldie. Are we going to all of a sudden, we just wicked out the lows, get back above here? I'm very patient with Goldie today. Very, very patient. Ooh, look at this. Wicking the lows, wicking the highs. Maybe, yeah. This thing you don't. We can't write it off just yet, guys. These closures are key. I really hope we close above so we can get this. Or you zoom, guys. We'll stick around for a little bit longer anyway. Let's see. 3-bar reversal shoved. And yeah, I believe it was. Yep, I believe it was. The reason I'm not massively keen on buying NQ and ES, although it was a nice fake out, is because I like gold to go up, which not always, but you know there is that correlation there. If you are buying NQ, these highs here look like a nice target, same as ES. These highs here, this would be my retracement liquidity levels for the day. What are we doing, Goldie? Are we gonna do it? We got 40 seconds. 40 seconds to show us something. 40 seconds. Wicking the highs, wicking the lows. I imagine, guys, well, at least not us anyway. I imagine a lot of people are getting pretty burnt out on gold today, guys. Whereas we're relaxed. We're comfortable. We're flat on the day. Yeah, you might. The 30-minute actually could be nice because you're wicking out the 30-minute lows. If this 30-minute closes bullish, you're going to get great buys. Because you just grabbed the previous 30-minute lows. You've also grabbed the highs. So you probably have to see it close, and then you get the longs. I feel like it's going to be one of them where it's going to push quite fast. Let's see, 7 seconds here. So we're wicking the highs, we're wicking the lows. Grabbing liquidity on both sides. Let me have a look on the 5-minute. 5-minute grab the lows, close bullish. It looks nice. Let me see. How big is this range as well? What's this? Up into here, you got minimum 80 for a potential 120. Nice instant bottom wick there as well. 30. Maybe even a 4-hour bottom wick. It may take until the New York session, guys. I was hoping it would push here in London. Yeah, it's going to be 2 secs. I was hoping it was going to give us the push here, guys. I do still like the longs here, guys. I just don't like this range. So I think we've been very patient today here, guys. I think the patience has paid. If you guys are going to continue trading for the rest of the day, I like gold to continue pushing up into 33.30. That to me is a very nice level here on gold, guys. And retracement back into 333. And at that point, if the daily flips bullish, you have all the way back into Asia highs. It may come until the New York session, guys. So, yeah, we've been very patient today, guys. So no trades for me here in the London session, but also no losses, which is a win. We've protected our capital. We've had a great session. We've also had a fantastic week. So I will let you guys on YouTube go. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Hopefully you guys did learn something here today, and hopefully you stay patient and follow the plan. I'll see you guys same time again on Monday, where we'll do it all again next week. Have a fantastic weekend, everyone. If gold now starts to flip, I'm not going to be happy. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.